this vehicle, the TS5, just died in front of me, and I'm going to push him, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use his dead vehicle to hide behind. And by doing that, he's going to block the enemy from shooting the bottom of my tank. And he's the enemy. I'm going to point my gun over the rear of the dead tank. So once I finish pushing him, you won't be able to push every tank, but if you got a strong engine, you should be able to push most tanks. So now he's mostly in position. And you can see that what I'm going to do is I'm going to get behind this tank and I'm going to use it as a firing position. So it's going to be harder for the enemy to shoot at me and easier for me to shoot back at them. Now I don't have to go back and hide. You can see where my allies are. For example, I have an ally right over there. I can use that tank to hide behind. It's not in a perfect position because we have an issue where we have an enemy tank that doesn't want to come out. But I'm going to keep falling back to this position. As an example, I had a game where I pushed the vehicle out from behind a large cliff and we were losing the game and my allies were having trouble. They were getting shot by the enemy. It was like 2 versus 6. And I pushed the tank out and then my allies got behind that tank and they were able to shoot over the rear of the tank, and we ended up killing the 6 enemy tanks because they couldn't hide behind anything. So it is a really effective way to play the game. In this case, the enemy's not coming out, but you can see that I'm going to take advantage of that tank as much as possible. Like if I were behind it right now, the artillery might not have hit me. Okay, so that just shows you how you can push a tank. I know that this wasn't a great example, but it's something that you should practice doing. You'll find that it's useful many times in the game, especially if you play heavy tanks.